We started out as a very small family-run business here in Cincinnati, Ohio, and we spread across the US throughout our history. Back in 2010, I was running a research and development effort on a product that we call the Advantage Checkout. So it's more or less a scan tunnel for items that encompassed 11 line scan cameras, in motion belts, very precise weighing system because, thanks legal for trade laws, a very advanced neural network for product recognition, and then a barcode decoding algorithm that could scan 120 items in a minute.
Hmm.
Out of everything that I mentioned, the most difficult part for us was by far barcode scanning and decoding. We tried to write our own algorithm in partnership with Adaptive Optics and Zionetics out of Cambridge, Massachusetts. But even at our best, we only achieved around a 90% capture rate. So what this basically meant was 10% of the time, the belts would stop, the associate would have to intervene, they'd have to manually scan something, which just created customer anxiety and angst as they were trying to get out of our stores, which ultimately led to the demise of this product. The great thing that I've always seen about Scandit and Kroger working together is that lowering total cost to ownership, which we refer to as cost to serve, improving the efficiencies and creating that great customer experience perfectly align with what Kroger's goals are within our space. So as I mentioned earlier, the scan tunnel was kind of the first time I had a real need for Scandit. However, like I said, that product's life was cut short. And with the scan tunnel product being decommissioned, we shifted our attention to more customer friendly means of shopping. And we wanted to meet the customers where they were at that time within the stores. And I have to mention that this is the same time that kind of smart mobile devices started hitting the mass market.
Yeah.
So during this time, our team introduced what is known as Scan Bag and Go. This was a mean of handheld shopping in our stores where customers could scan their own products, bag as they shop, quickly pay through the front end of our stores. We had a proprietary handheld device as well for Scan Bag Go that we developed within the R&D team that communicated through the Zigbee network, which if you want to get a little nerdy, it's 802.15.4 if you want to look it up. But we utilized that protocol throughout our entire enterprise. We had a unnamed off-the-shelf barcode decoder at the time installed on those handhelds. And once again, it didn't meet our team's high standards and ultimately, again, led to the demise of this product as well. So as you can see, there's kind of a running theme of barcode decoding and making projects disappear. So at this point, I started throwing your guys' name out there again. I screamed Scandit to everyone that I could. If I remember correctly, we did a test with Scandit this time and the other barcode decoders that we had installed. At first, we remember thinking that something was wrong because our software size decreased so significantly after we installed your guys' library. But after our tech lead looked at it, raised the red flag, and said, "Hey, something's not right," we realized, no, this is right. It brought our file size down so much smaller, and we ran a test where we scanned 100 random items and 50 produce items with stacked data bar.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been a big hurdle for us is produce and stacked data bar. So needless to say, Scandit completely blew away the competition in both accuracy and speed of scanning. The internal discussions around that decision really came down to two major points for us. One was driving efficiencies throughout the entire enterprise, basically for the associate facing experience, as well as creating that world-class customer experience that would differentiate Kroger from the rest of retail. So the other big kind of like key drivers for the teams to say, yeah, let's go forward with Scandit was, they realized that the APK size and ease of integration were big key points for the engineering side of the house. The ease of accuracy and scanning were wins for CX and AX and our retail operations folks. And then the matrix scanning demo, stacked data bar, again, that just goes back to our order fulfillment teams, retail operations who have to deal in our stores. And really, as we try to push new solutions into produce, that stacked data bar becomes pinnacle to making those happen. And since the Scandit solution had such a wide reach of benefits for all of our enterprise solutions, this was, finally an easy call to make. Kroger recently introduced Kroger Boost. So think Amazon Prime membership, but for all of our Kroger banners. Today, Boost solely focuses on providing benefits for our delivery and pickup customers. So going forward, we want to evaluate some in-store benefits that could really potentially include that new evolution of Scan Bag Go, including enhanced AR capabilities, better scanning, bringing some of our CPG partners' visions to life that they have,
Yeah.
um, which I wish I could talk more about, but just let's say you guys are involved in some of those
Yeah.
visions. So really what we learned from Scan Bag Go, scanning on our proprietary handhelds was the definite crutch to that product success. That's why it was imperative that Scandit became part of the native application ecosystem when we switched over, just so we could drive customer adoption of scanning. Like we want customers using scanning at home or in our store, getting used to it, having that amazing experience that actually works. Our packaging, it's not perfect by any means, and scanning can be difficult at times, but we've seen great gains in scanning throughout the app, looking at the data since the install. So
Good.
gaining that customer's trust that scanning will work as intended and it's not a cumbersome experience is key to unlocking additional value add scanning features for us in the future. Building professional and personal relationships with a member of the Scandit team over these years has been incredibly enjoyable. The company is progressive, they're innovative, they're open to collaboration. That is everything that I strive for my team to be. Communication and transparency, as you mentioned, is pinnacle because you guys are so upfront about what your product is and what it isn't.
Yep.
And that I think that's one of the main key reasons I believe that this relationship has grown and was signed into paper last year. You guys set those expectations, you met them, if not exceeded them. When people think of a barcode scanning company, they think it's just that, just oh, you can scan a single barcode. But you guys have such an impressive product line that will not only help unlock great customer experiences in the coming year, but you also deliver savings and efficiencies for associates over time, which lowers our cost to serve our customers. So my business partners are incredibly excited to see where we go with you guys next. New immersive service counter opportunities and experiences are coming our way. And smart technologies are getting built to assist getting customers in and out of stores as quickly as possible, while helping them find everything that they want and providing them with some items that they necessarily didn't know that they wanted.
Right.
So the long and short of it is my team's mission is to support, inspire, and captivate our in-store shoppers this coming year.